Ah, welcome. You must be confused now. I know I'm not your usual host, and this is not where you usually listen. This is the Library of Dreams, and I am its caretaker. You can just call me the Custodian. This place is where dreams are being stored, to be told to people like you, who may be seeking answers to your own dreams. For now, let me pick a dream for you, as I see that you are a bit confused. Let's take this one. This one is a classic one. Have you ever dreamt of balls? Ha! Is that a yes expression I see on you? Good. This will be a very good read then. It seems this dream was written by a little girl. Do you know kids dream of balls more often than adults? They symbolize a lot of things, depending on the situation the dream perceives. But let's focus on what happened to this little girl's dream. Today, I dreamt of them again. Balls chasing me. My parents woke me up in the middle of the night because I was screaming in my sleep. They did ask me what I was dreaming, but all I just said was balls. There were different colors: blue, green, red, even white and black. But they were all the same sizes. They were gigantic. So I ran away from them. I knew they would squish me to death if I ever let them catch me. Chasing balls. Kids often dream of them when they have fever or they feel stuffy in their beds. I do remember having them as well as a kid. Do you remember the last time you dreamt of balls chasing you? Do you remember how the dream ended? I suppose you don't. Maybe you'll remember more when we read more. Shall we continue then? Last night, I felt really uncomfortable. I knew it was cold, but I was sweating. Even my sweat was cold. I tried to sleep, but I just dreamt of them again. They chased me relentlessly. Each time I took a turn, they would multiply in numbers, eventually catching me. I would wake up out of bed and my parents awake beside me. Again, I was screaming in the middle of the night. They said dreaming of balls chasing you signifies death, doom, or perhaps rebirth. I'm sure none of those really happened to you. Of course not. After all, you are here listening to a custodian rambling about some kid's dream. But perhaps there is something else in this dream. Why don't we read on the little girl's life? Something that might be connected to this dream. After all, dreams could be considered as gateways to something else. A gateway to another person's life, perhaps. Let's find out. Mama told me the house we recently rented is really cold. Despite the tropical temperament of our country, it is usually really cold inside our house. I always found this place creepy. I think it's because the floor is red, and because we have a second floor that is all in rubbles. The owner told my parents that the house is still under renovation, so the second floor is out of our bounds. Me and my sister share a room with our parents because the house is really small. Our room was also really small. What I hate about our room is that once we get out of the room, we have to look down and be careful not to trip over a flight of stairs made of stone. A set of stairs that leads to a locked trapdoor. I once tripped from that hazardous stairs and broke my nose. I hate it. Red floor. Kind of ominous, if I may say so. Have you ever seen one? No? I do wonder why someone would want red flooring. Anyway, it seems like we are going to unravel a lot more. A way to explain a dream that seems prevalent in this young one's life. Now I know you're growing impatient of me, so let's carry on reading, shall we? Last night, I saw an old man. He was transparent. He walked up the flight of stairs that ends with a trapdoor and went running back down, stopping in front of me. He crouched down, leveling with me eye to eye, staring at me with a blank expression. I heard one of our dogs whine behind me, so I immediately looked towards our dog to see if she was okay. She was looking down the floor, still whining, seemingly scared of something. When I looked back to where the old man was supposed to be, he wasn't there anymore. I told Mama about the old man, but she wasn't believing me. She said I must be imagining things. She said I should stop imagining horror stuff and to not make myself scared over nothing. But I know I'm not imagining anything. I don't even like horror. That was outside her dreams. You have that look on you. You might be thinking why I have a record of her life outside the dream. Well, I'm not supposed to say this to anyone, but perhaps I could tell you some sort of clue. Sometimes, life is a big set of dreams. Imagination, as they call it, would sometimes be called a dream, right? So why don't we get back to the story? I am sensing we are nearing its end. I had a fever last night. They woke me up again because I was screaming again. The dream was a little different that time. I was still running away from countless balls chasing after me, but there was a man calling out a name I couldn't hear clearly. Slowly but surely, everything turned red, as if blood was dripping against my forehead, covering my eyes, and then my entire body. I saw an old man reaching out for me. He didn't look like he wanted to save me. He wanted to drag me with him into the deep abyss behind him. My parents woke me up before the old man even reached me. Ever since that night, I would only sleep if I was holding my mama's hand. The dream stopped just like that. We even moved out shortly after that last dream. And a new set of horrors awaited me in the next house we rented. But that is for another time. I'm sure you're really curious now about what the meaning of the dream was. You know, not all dreams give you some self-building premonitions or signs of some mental issues that is ensuing, or any of those dream reading that you search on the internet. Now don't get me wrong, those readings are true. To some. But to people like this dream holder we've been rooting for, a dream is a shared feeling. An entity tapping on your dreams to give you some sort of message, or give you the fright of your life, or maybe an entity that is extremely lonely. The thing is, Even as a custodian of dreams, I have no grasp of the real meanings behind dreams. They may just be pure imaginations, or something relating to what has been happening to the beholder's life. But I do know that sometimes dreams can be a sign of something sinister. Well, that is all for me for tonight. I know we will meet again some other time. Until then, hold on tight to your sweet dreams. You never know when you'll be missing them. Very well. Good night. Thank you for listening. If you are interested in these kinds of stuff, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. And if you have stories you want to share, send them to ghastlycollection@gmail.com.